Today I'm starting on another project. I'm going to be making another flint and steel. I made this one quite a few years ago and it works. I just never took into consideration my big fat fingers, and I tend to skin my knuckles sometimes when I'm trying to make a fire. If you're not sure what this is, it's basically an old method for starting fires. You take a piece of flint or certain rocks, like this one's got lots of pyrite in it, and you strike it into some char cloth and you get a little ember. I don't know if you can see that. So I got a bunch of old files here. These were dull and were getting thrown away at work, so I took them home. And I've already pre-baked them in a fire for many hours, and what that does is it takes the hardness out of the steel. I'm going to take one of these and make a new striker. I'm going to do most of the work with my grinder and cutting wheel, whereas this one I did most of it on my forge. I'm just going to take the file, trim a little bit off, and try to make it look like that. So I got my basic shape here marked out on my file. Just going to cut it out with my cutoff wheel. Now I want to make sure it fits nicely in my hand. Ah! So before I quenched it in this hot oil, I brought it up to critical, make sure it was non-magnetic, quenched it, and this is something I don't want to temper. I want it as hard as possible. I also wanted to share these tongs I started working on, but never got to finish them. My back was just killing me hammering on the steel, so I had to quit. But hopefully one day I'll get back to it. So it's all finished. I just gave it a little bit of filing. There's a couple of rough edges I found on it. Very proud of that. You can see the first one I made. I left some room for my big fat fingers. These are some rocks I collect when I'm out at my winter camp. What I usually do is I bring this striker with me and I just go around and try it on different rocks, and whatever ones make sparks I keep. This is my favorite one. It's just full of pyrite. So I'm going to give this a shot, see if I can make something happen. Once you get it to this stage, you get a bird's nest, a very fine material like jute twine, and you blow this into a flame. This char cloth, if you're not familiar with it, this was originally a pair of jeans, and what I do is I cut them up and I put them in this paint can with a little hole in it and just put this over the fire, and it'll start smoking. And once the smoke quits coming out, you let it cool off, and when you open it up, you'll have this char cloth. You can see that just a little tiny spark, it'll ignite this. These rocks here, they work, but you just don't throw the sparks like that pyrite. Actually, this one's not bad. So there you go. New Flint striker. This is the tin I used to keep it in, so I'll have to make another container for it. Hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.